Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know, you know.
Carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He was 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete to
One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McSorley from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
To the 49-yard.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down now, it's Harris, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third and
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Now this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Patterson.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So that'll back him up 5. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on second down, McSorley. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Detroit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is McSorley. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. McSorley sets to pass. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's McSorley to throw. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They run with Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Lions nothing.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Quickly completed to the right flat. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that joke college stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it's a New England Patriots touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Looking to throw on first and 10. Here's McSorley. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Lions.
McSorley once more looks to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now McSorley throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Off of play action, it's McSorley. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Trace McSorley sacked.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing deep for Galladay. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Taken in the end zone. A nice little juke. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
This is Harris, and he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's the option. Room to run past midfield. And down right around the 37. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
He's not going to get me. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. can't stop them for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's James. Pushes him over. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 25 on 2nd down, McSorley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now. In these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong position.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At the 34-yard line.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Number 37.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check. Check out.
They'll run again with Harris. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is out quickly to the right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 43. 25. Check 25. Check Ryan. Check 24. Check 24. Kill. 60 Eagle.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Patterson. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now it's Patterson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On first down, Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down.
Okay, here we go.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 54.
McSorley, 1st and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Prater for the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, here's Harris, and he works free. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 27-yard line.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Today's